What's going on? Today's 3 and 3 are for those that are sick and tired of the hamster wheel of content creation. What we're going to talk about today is how to partner and create content with influencers on social media. Let's put the timer on the clock and we'll get into it. What's going on? All right, so today's topic is, partnering with influencers on social media and, using that partnership essentially to create content. If you're anyone like me who was struggling over the years, almost a decade, right? For 7 years, I was working on publishing consistently online and focusing on creating these relationships with these influencers, those monolithic people that are just, we all know them. They have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram, and that's one of the mistakes I was making, is what I thought of as an influencer. But we'll get into that in a later episode. Today, we're talking about social attention marketing and, who has already curated and crafted the attention of our dream customer, of the people that we're trying to serve, and those that we want our message to connect with. And if you're anyone like me, I struggled to get these influencers to partner with me and even actually recognize that I existed. I had 2 guests, influencer guests on my show in the last 7 years. And that's what really started me on this journey of finding a better way. I would try these different strategies. If anyone's heard Gary Vee's $1.80 strategy, I was engaging 90 posts, 2 cents, leaving your 2 cents on 90 posts every single day, essentially $1.80 strategy. But I was trying these different methodologies. And now looking back, at the end of the day, I was spamming. I was trying to get into their DMs. I was commenting, hoping, a prayer that they would reach out and be interested and, actually understood who I was when I was reaching out. And it just wasn't working, guys. And I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. So when I was in these places before, what I would do is find a mentor. I would find some sort of program, some sort of coach, someone that has been there, done that, and I could trust, like, and I respected what they were doing with their community. And that's where Russell Brunson's high-end coaching program really caught my eye. This came at no small price, $30,000 a year, and it would be by far my biggest investment besides college. And this was one where I wasn't betting on some industry, I wasn't betting on some market. It was taking a risk on myself and understanding what I needed to curate and what I needed to develop, because the practice of the principles that they were teaching were proven. Russell had grown his business of ClickFunnels from scratch using his list and partnerships with influencers to hundreds of thousands to hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's what's so exciting to see. These strategies are the same ones that we'll be teaching you today, and some of the things that I gleaned from a $30,000 coaching program. So let's get into it. And without further ado, let's learn how to create content with influencers on social media. So let's go over a couple strategies. I'm going to call these 3 secrets. And secret number 1 is something that Bailey Richards, she's known as the guru of virtual events. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. If you're watching this video and it's, after the great shutdown of 2020, maybe the 2021 pandemic is still among us, the business world has changed. The ecosystem has been leveled, and now is your greatest opportunity to stand out. So using this opportunity to stand out in the mind of these influencers, to stand out in the mind of your customers, and to set yourself apart as a category king or queen in your respective industry has never been so simple and available. And that's why I'm so happy and excited to teach you about a virtual event. Look at Bailey. She was an entrepreneur. She knew she had this mission. She knew she had this voice. She had something she needed to bring to the world, and she didn't have the attention of these people that she wanted to bring it to. But influencers did. These people that had already created and crafted this know, like, and trust factor that we've talked so much about in our previous videos. How could she piggyback on all of the relationships that those people had already created and curated? Well, the virtual summit was the perfect opportunity, and exactly what she leveraged to grow her business from nothing to 2 Comma Club. And those that don't know what the 2 Comma Club is, it's creating over $1 million through one funnel. And what she's been able to do to continuously get there. Russell Brunson himself has hired her for 3, maybe 4 summits. And this is why a virtual event is such an amazing opportunity for you. It gives you the opportunity to position yourself, your brand, as an influencer, because you're the one that's interviewing these people. The reason I paused there, I remember 6 years ago, I was studying internet marketing, and I heard this profound statement about Oprah Winfrey. Now, Oprah Winfrey, we all think of her as this celebrity, this monolithic structure in our minds. We all know, like, trust who she is. Well, she wasn't always that way. And how did she get positioned? Well, this podcast host mentioned that her strategy, and part of the strategy of the networks, was to position her as an interviewer of all these celebrities. And what happened as we continued to see her with these celebrities, as we continued to see her with these people of high power and rank, we started to position her in our mind as that as well. And that's what you have the opportunity to do with a virtual event. One, in the dream customer's mind, you're seen as the influencer, the expert that's taking these people through a journey, the host of this virtual event. And you, getting these A-level, B-level influencers on your show, on your virtual event, you're the one that's gleaning all this information, gleaning all this respect. But what's the benefit there? You're creating this relationship, and you have an opportunity now to create a long-lasting relationship and use this virtual event as an opportunity to show those people what you've created, but show those influencers who you are, what you mean, and what you stand for. And what that does is it opens up so many doors. I look at our first virtual event, our second and our third, and then our fourth, and the relationships that we continue to build and curate, they're still with us today. We're actually creating masterminds with these people. We're creating books with these people, courses, challenges. What has come from all of that work and effort, I haven't even been able to reap all of the glory yet, because it's just continuing. It's just getting started. And that's what's so exciting. You have the opportunity to use a virtual event to position your brand as a key level influence, as something that is credibility, and also build these relationships with those that have already curated and gathered your dream customers. So let's think about how you can use a virtual event in your business, in your brand, and in your content creation strategy. Not to mention hours and hours of content that come out of these interviews. What you're going to be able to do is repackage, repurpose this information for blogs, podcasts, social media posts. I literally have years of content scheduled and posted for this, from exactly this, the virtual events. So that's secret number 1. Let's make sure to talk about secret number 2, creating your own show. Just like a virtual event, it's a platform. These influencers, they need attention. They need an opportunity to share their mission, share their voice. They have something they want to sell. They have something that they want to use to inspire. They have something they need to bring to more people at a higher scale. And when you create a show, you are doing that same thing that you're doing with a virtual event. You're creating a platform for them. How can you create a platform for the influencers so they have a reason? WIFM. What's in it for me? Okay, WIIFM. What's in it for me? This is exactly what's going through those influencers' mind. You can offer them affiliate commissions like you would with a virtual event. So if you don't have a show, you don't have a platform. And if you don't have a platform, you really don't have much, unless you're going to be coughing up tens of thousands of dollars like some of these influencers' price tags are for a 60-minute, 30-minute speaking engagement. So creating a virtual event, creating a platform, and lastly, secret number 3, targeting B-level influencers before you get to the A. Creating a Rolodex of B-level influencers because you've had the opportunity to bring them on your show, created relationships with them through a virtual event, created content collaborations through a course or something that you can offer, something that you can bring to them that they can offer to their audience. This is a critical component. How can you identify people that are just slightly above where you are, just slightly ahead where you are, and start to reach out to those people, get them on your show, get them on your virtual event, and start to create this magnificent content creation engine that lines up with your principles, your values, and is strategically positioned to make it happen for your customers to find you. And that's what's so critical. We talked about virtual events. We've talked about creating your own show, creating these platforms, but also now that you have these platforms, just go a few steps ahead. Get these B-level influencers, and I don't say B-level to discredit them. What I mean by that is they aren't nationally known. They haven't hit that blow-up point, the place that you're looking to get to, that trajectory that is just that upward spiral where it's gonna be harder to get onto their time. And I'll tell you this, it is much easier to reach out to an A-level influencer when you have a Rolodex of B-level influencers that have been on your show. You have a great board. Like, check out what we have at hope.dev, right? www.hope.dev. You're gonna see where our speakers have been featured. NFL Network, NBA, Netflix, CBS, ABC. We have this amazing Rolodex of our guest speakers have been featured at this place, which gave us so much credibility to where we are now at hope.dev. You know, we have people like Dov Barron, Maria Emmerich, Anthony Trucks. It's just amazing, the influencers, the A-level influencers that we continue to bring into the pipeline. So we're here to deliver. And that's what I'm excited to do. We're gonna continue to build out the hope.dev series. And that's what you can do with your virtual event. That's what you can do with your platforms. And that's what you can do when you're reaching out to these B-level influencers, giving them a platform when they were just getting started or just getting that momentum online. So when they are turning into that A-level influencer, they're not gonna forget you, and you built that relationship from the outset. So let's remember virtual events, creating a platform, and finding those B-level influencers to partner with and give them that platform to level up their content strategy and give them some more attention that they so much like, need, and desire. So this is what we're here to do, is help you find value. This is the 3 at 3 series. We're doing this every Wednesday, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And as you can see, we definitely went over the 3 minutes, but that's what we want to do. We want to provide value. I want to share this in a fun environment, make it laughable, make it fun, and make it something that's value packed for you. So we've put together a little PDF that summarizes everything we've talked today. It's going to have some opportunities for you to fill in the blanks so you can walk out of this value nugget with some actionable steps to get started on your journey, creating your virtual events, identifying who those B-level influencers are, and getting started. Let's make it happen. I appreciate y'all. Go to synergycollab.com/worksheet. Again, that's synergycollab.com/worksheet. Do the YouTubey things, and I'll look forward to seeing y'all soon. Peace.